Welcome back to my Let's Play of Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. This will be the 4th episode. Just a bit of a recap. We were able to find the third pendant and go and find the Master Sword. Unfortunately, Zelda has been kidnapped once again, and so we need to go into the Tower of Hyrule Castle here and rescue her from the Wizard Agahnim. Now, this is definitely a big dungeon. We're going to spend a lot of time here. This might end up taking the whole episode. I'm not quite sure. We'll find out. First, we have this strange little demon electricity thing. If we come across this before we have the Master Sword, it'll actually electrocute us if we try to hit it. But now that we have the Master Sword, get out of here. And now we can enter the Hyrule Castle Tower. Get the good Hyrule Castle music again. All right. So, in here, we've already got some big troublemakers. We had to take on one of these guys before to rescue Zelda, but now they're just like the opening guards. You can definitely tell that this place is not messing around. Fortunately, we can keep these guys just out of reach. One of the other things that is nice about the Master Sword is that it is longer, and so it allows us to hit monsters from a little further away, make better use of the spacing. Unfortunately, these guys have a lot of health. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Alright, that takes care of them. More trouble! Ow! The other guy got to me. But again, proper spacing, and we're at full health. A key! Well, we're going to use that right away. Up the tower we go. And now it's dark. Well, okay. Sword beam helped us out there. Not much going on in this room, so we'll move on. And now we get quite the maze. Ah! Weird eyeball flying thing. Oh, we got a friend. Let's see if we can hit him over the... There we go. Oh, we got another friend. It's kind of dark in here, though. Oh, whoops. Okay. Well, we know that there's 7 floors, but this is actually not what I wanted. I didn't want the map. I wanted to go to my menu and pick the lamp so that we can light some stuff up. So that we can see some things. There's a treasure chest over here. Ah, a key. We're probably going to need that here in a minute. Yep, look at that over there. Well, now we can navigate this maze. Let's see if we can relight some torches. Probably didn't need to do all 3. Wander, 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 wander. I think... Does this do something? It does not. Okay. Maybe it's a trick then. Oh, cool. The light has retained across the room to this room, making it very useful to see what was in it before it all went dark. Another dark room. What have we got in here? More guys. Ow! That arrow guy was able to see me in the dark. I feel like that's cheating. Okay, we got our hearts back, so now we're back to full power. We'll be able to use our sword beam. And here is a very dangerous place, with lots of little pits everywhere. Oh, we got a friend. We can just make him out in the dark as we hit him. Oh, we got another friend over there. Let's see if we can take care of him from a distance. How nice. Oh yeah, we still have it selected, so. Get some light on the situation. We got another friend up there. But we should be able to take care of him relatively easily. What if this does anything? It does not. I don't think I've ever noticed those blocks before. That's why I'm pushing them. Oh, we got a couple more. Ow. He dropped a key. Oh, I lost my sword beam. Ow. Take care of him first. And we'll charge up here. Bonk to open the door somehow. Don't think too hard about it. Take care of these guys. And then they both notice me. Fortunately, my shield does block their little tridents. I don't know if that was the best way to do that, but it's the way I did it. I got more red friends, but these guys are carrying tridents, so they're going to behave more like the regular guards. Come down here. This is kind of a curious little room. This guy's just kind of trapped in the middle. Oh, we'll just go ahead and grab it with the... Ow, that was rude. Just looking for another heart to be sure. I think a game actually tracks like quarter hearts or something like that, so. Now these guys we can just run on by. Does that make me a coward? Maybe. Push the statue out of the way. Just one of the things is that, fighting is not always the most ideal thing to do. Sometimes it does help to just, oh, we pushed him off. Have fun down there. We'll take him from a distance. Fighting him next to these, endless pits is kind of scary, so. Alright, we actually seem to be making pretty good progress through this dungeon. Big eyeball. This could be serious. What's going on? That's Princess Zelda. Aha, Link, I have been waiting for you. I was hoping I could make Zelda vanish in front of your eyes. Behold, the last moment of Princess Zelda. Oh no, she's floating. Oh no. Pew! Ho ho ho, with this, the seal of the 7 wise men is at last broken. It is only now a matter of time before evil power covers this land. After all, the legendary hero cannot defeat us, the tribe of evil, when we are armed with the power of gold. Ho ho ho, now I must go. And leave he does. We weren't able to move during that whole cutscene, so we can't do anything about that. Zelda's now in the Dark World, and we need to take on this wizard. Slashing the curtains opens them. And we got a wizard. Oh, so you mean to say you would like to be totally destroyed? Well, I can make your wish come true. Now this guy's kind of dangerous. He's going to shoot these big old balls. Okay, not too big a deal. But he's going to move around. Let's attack him. Yeah, what was that about? That didn't feel very good. Wait, didn't Sahasrahla tell us about reflecting magic? Or deflecting it? We weren't able to hit him directly, but that's okay. Oh, those are the blue balls. We can't do anything about those. Those just scatter all over the place. And then now he's going to shoot lightning. One of the things that, has since been discovered is that this guy actually does have patterns. Every 5th time he moves, he will go to the top center and shoot lightning, so. We can't use that to our advantage. It is also useful to get relatively close, so that we can not only, hit the magic spell sooner, but also to make sure that if it goes off in a weird angle, it'll still hit him just like that. We need to hit him 6 times before it's totally done. And yep, we have another lightning round, so. Dang. We can't do anything about that. We just have to wait it out. Okay. There's one more. Where does he go now? Oh, there. Okay. Just like that. Can't do anything about the little blue balls, unfortunately. There we go. Grrr, well met, like the true hero that you are. But I am not ready to admit defeat yet. I will draw you into the Dark World. And he spins, and I don't know, I'm spinning to, I don't know, whatever. But here we make another transfer. And where are we? Link, it is I, Sahasrahla. I'm communicating to you across the void through telepathy. The place where you now stand was the Golden Land, but evil power turned it into the Dark World. The wizard has broken the Wise Men's seal and opened a gate to link the worlds at Hyrule Castle. In order to save this half of the world, the Light World, you must win back the Golden Power. You must also rescue the 7 maidens who Agahnim sent to the Dark World. As members of the bloodline of the 7 wise men, they have the power that will surely help you. The maidens are locked in hidden dungeons full of evil creatures and dangerous traps. The Palace of Darkness should be your first goal in this world, and that little jingle tells us he's going to show us on the map. Link, I can rely on only you. Please make this old man's wishes come true. I beg of you. And with that, we are in the Dark World. Quick look at the map shows that it's very similar to the Light World, the world of Hyrule, but definitely kind of dark and murky and muddy. We see there on the right, over in the east, is the Palace of Darkness that Sahasrahla was talking about. So we're going to want to head over there eventually. We're actually going to do a couple of other things first before we head over there, though. So, but yeah, we are now in the Dark World, and we've got things to do. Just when you thought things were coming to a close, nope, the game opens up and gives us a whole other world. Now, I'm heading over this way because, again, I know where to go. But over here, there's another piece of heart, which we will be taking by dropping down over here. This is the only way to get this. Alright, that gives us 3 out of 4. And then we drop down and we have a whole new bevy of monsters to deal with. What are these things? Giant mouth, a moblin, I guess. You know, there's a tree here. Bogging into it gives us nothing. I think there's another tree over to the left that gives us a fairy, but we don't need that right now. So, but what I'm going to do is, let's come over here. What does this sign say? Oh, it tells us where the Palace of Darkness is. Okay. So, Palace of Darkness is that way. We need to head south and go potentially through that maze of, you know, vines and garbage and stuff. But we're actually not going to go that way for the time being. We're actually going to head up. And I'll show why here in a minute. Okay, that guy's kind of a big problem, but he's slow. I guess we can ignore him. He'll throw bombs, and he can be a problem if you want to try and get around his pace, but, you know, we don't need to deal with him right now. Scoot on over. Oh, yeah, there's another thing of the Dark World. Sometimes the stones will come up and attack you. That's fun, isn't it? But we will continue to head on north. We can pick up the stones if they're not going to come alive. We got these kind of monsters, these sort of weird, jumpy beanbags. I'm sure these monsters all have names. I have no idea what they are, though. But here is a shop. Going into the shop will show that it's probably just a regular old... Yeah, this is pretty standard stuff. But what is important... Oh, right, monsters respawn. Okay, deal with that for a minute. But what is important is that this will put us, if we use the magic mirror, to a very similar spot in the light world. Now, we didn't come over here in the light world quite yet, but this is the witch's shop. The smell of rotten fruit. If you give me that mushroom, I can finish my brew. Well, oh, whoops, wrong button there. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and give her the mushroom. Thank you, young man. Come back to the shop later for something good. Now, in order to trigger what needs to happen next, we actually just need to leave this screen and come back. That's all you need to do. That's enough time, I guess, for the witch to do what she needs to do. And if we go into the shop, there's this bag. This is magic powder. Try to sprinkle it on enemies and many other things. This is actually kind of useful stuff that we'll end up making use of at different parts throughout the game. It's sort of this weird, like, extra thing. Not really necessary to finish the game, but then she talks about being able to taste she tells you what each of the potions do, and actually gives you a bit of a taste of the red one, which heals your health. But we don't need to do that. However, if we look at our potions, we have one that is empty, so we should probably fill it with something. Let's just go ahead and take a health potion. Thank you. This is the medicine of life. Use it to regain your life power. Alright, now that we've done that, though, we actually want to keep heading up to the northeast, because there's something else that we're going to need eventually. And we might as well do it now. What does this sign say? Welcome to the magic shop. The waterfall of wishing is just ahead. Right, that's what we want. The waterfall of wishing. Lift this rock, get it out of the way, and we shall make our way... Oh, we got a red guy. Okay. We can actually bonk to get rid of those rocks, but we could have dropped down and gone up that little ladder. Just around the corner. Okay. Then up here we have these sort of bunch of green guys. This makes it hard to, dash through. I would have liked to, but, oh well. Then we get to this place. This is where the waterfall of wishing is. Ah, Zora. But we can't get there, because we can't swim. We can only stay in the shallow water. What are we supposed to do? Well, we need to come up over here. Hear that? That's some pretty massive waterfall going on. And we got all these Zoras. I guess we've wandered into the Zora's domain. What's interesting with these guys is the ones that walk, you can actually pick them up and throw them back in the water. If we walk, we see over there to the right a heart piece again. How are we going to get to that? Well, we'll come back to that in a minute. Ah! This place is always a little difficult. So the ones that spawn in the shallow water are ones that are walkers, and the ones that stay in the deep water are the ones that will shoot fireballs. But mostly we just need to avoid them and be on our way, because they're just going to spawn infinitely. So what we need to do is come over this way. I used one to kill another. That's wild. Dash. Okay. Now we have to come up here. Big Zora. Wahaha, what do you want, little man? Do you have something to ask me? I want the flippers. Wahaha! But I don't just give flippers away for free. I sell them for 500 rupees a pair. Well, fortunately, we have that kind of money, which is why I've always been stocking up. What do? We are going to pay the 500 rupees. This is the only way to get the flippers. Wahaha! 1 pair of flippers coming up. I will give you a free bonus with your purchase. I will let you use the magic waterways of the sea folk, which link lakes and rivers. When you see a whirlpool, dive into it. You never know where you'll be surfaced. Wahaha! You bought Zora's flippers. With these, you should be able to swim even in deep water. King Zora disappears, and we're going to head this way. Because once again, I already know where to go. This will actually bring us around to that heart piece that we saw earlier, right over here. And we get another one. Huzzah! We are now at 10 heart pieces. That is actually half of the heart pieces in the game, so... we still have plenty of dungeons to go through. And I don't think there's anything else around here, but now we can swim. This means that we can now go and do the Wishing Well. Or the Waterfall of Wishing, I should say. Because now we can go into the deep water. So let's come over here. And now we can swim up to the waterfall. And there's a cave. So we can take some things and we can throw them into the pond. Throw something, what will you do? Yeah, let's throw an item. Now we can go through our entire inventory and try a bunch of different stuff. But I already know in advance what will work and what won't. If we throw a potion in there, we will get a magic potion full of green. We don't need that. The big thing we want to do is throw in our shield. Hello there, did you drop this? Yes, I did. I like an honest person. I'll give you something better in return. If you drop in most anything else, she'll be like, don't do this again. This really isn't very helpful. You know, she'll just give you the item back. But with the shield, well, it improves it. You can now defend yourself against fireballs. And we get this nice big red shield. So now, what we want to do is we can go down that whirlpool if we wanted to, but we actually don't want to do that. What we want to do, if we go to our map, is actually go back to our magic portal that we created. This will send us back to the Dark World, and we can make our way to the Palace of Darkness, I should say. Dash around a bit, come back this way. Octrox spreading their rocks all over the place. Oh, well, that's not very nice. And I can't hit you because I'm on a different Z-axis. Okay. Different levels, so we're going to have to bash our way through some rocks. I guess we don't need that heart. But now we will lift this rock up again. That's a black rock. We actually can't lift that one yet. So we can only lift the gray rocks, the light gray rocks, I guess. But now we're back into the Dark World. We want to head back south to the Palace of Darkness. Now, for the didn't do the Palace of Darkness, we actually do need money. Fortunately, we got more than enough. But if we don't have money, then we'd have to go wander around and collect some more. Unfortunately, I got hit, and it looks like I got hit pretty badly. That took like 2 hearts of damage. That's not pretty, so we got to be very careful here in the Dark World, because everything hits like a truck. But we now can head on south. We're just going to dash on through here. And we're going to avoid these guys, because we can, and we're faster than them. Goodbye! Oh, actually, you know what? Let's come here and use the magic mirror. Will it let us use it here? It will not let it use it there. Okay, that's fine. But what we can do... So if the magic mirror places you in a spot that it knows that you can't get out of, then it will just warp you back to the Dark World. But this spot here, we saw that there was some shallow water. That means we can go from one shallow water to the other and take a swim underneath this bridge. And this guy's got something for us. Yo, Link, you seem to be in a heap of trouble, but this is all I can give you. This is a magic bottle. You can store an item inside it and then use it later. So that's the 3rd bottle. There's a 4th one, but that takes a while to get to, so I'm not quite sure what that guy's story is. He's just hanging out under the bridge, homeless, I guess. But he seems to know us and thinks we're pretty cool and is willing to give us a magic bottle that he just happens to have. How nice of him. Alright, that out of the way, let's head to the entrance of this dungeon. Get him out of the way. Oh, heart piece. Now this place is a bit more of a maze, so we want to actually go this way. These guys are not nice. We'll just go ahead and get rid of him. Ow, that hurt. Ah, go away. As you can see, I'm really low on health all of a sudden. Ow. It's a good thing I still have one more fairy. Need to be a little more swing happy, I think. But here we go into this maze of hedges. They're really thorny, so I don't know what to make of them, but it's definitely a maze. And now we get into this big, thick part. Now, if you notice, there's a couple of like these dots on top, and these ends up being kind of to help you know where you are in the maze. But as we go through the maze, you'll see we've picked up a companion. I'm Kiki the monkey, Kiki. I love rupees more than anything else. Can you spare me 10 rupees? Yeah, I'll give him 10 rupees. Kiki, Kiki, good choice. I will accompany you for a while. Now, we actually need this monkey to be with us. However, if we take any points of damage, he will run back to the middle of the maze. So we need to be very careful here. We actually don't need to bother with anything down there. We just need to worry about... Ah, they're coming, though. All right, there is the Palace of Darkness. And if we come up here... Kiki, if you give me 100 rupees, I will open the entrance for you. Kiki. What will you do? I will ask him to open it. Kiki, good choice. Then I get 100 of your rupees. Kiki. And he's going to hop around a bit. Hit a switch. And we're in. So we're getting quite a bit further in this episode than I thought we were going to, but that's okay. We might end up having to make this Palace of Darkness a bit of a two-parter, because this place is big. It's only got 2 floors, so that's a bit deceptive, but there's a lot going on in this dungeon. So we're going to get this started. I think I want to go this way first. Switch on the floor, opens the door. I can't remember. There's probably more than one way around. I'm just, not remembering. I think... Oh, yeah, that opens the door down there again. There's a hard piece. But yeah, this will take us down to a part of the basement. Alright, so those guys are nasty. We've run into them before, but if we use our magic powder... Ah! We have to get real lucky. Oh, you didn't see it, but he turns into a regular fairy, which is very, very helpful for us. This is an in-dungeon teleporter, that's why it's orange instead of blue, but if we step on it, we'll end up here. Now we got another plate up here. Link, can you hear me? It's Zelda. I am locked in Turtle Rock on the top of Death Mountain. I know you are doing your best, but please hurry. Yeah, it didn't really give us a whole lot to work with there. Let's go ahead and fill our other pot if we can. I caught a fairy. Let's keep it in a bottle. All right. Now we got this hole in the wall. Let's blow that up. We can use that teleporter to go back to the room we were in before, but we don't need to do that. Ah! How rude. Now we have these monsters. These guys are interesting. They just kind of float around, but when they're doing their little electricity effect there, it'll actually electrocute Link, so we want to wait for the right moment. Some holes in the wall you can break open with the sword, but now we have these guys. What are they doing? Well, they're kind of mimicking me, so they're like mimics. Not like Dungeons & Dragons mimics, where, they pretend to be inanimate objects, but they will copy Link's movements. Now, what about this guy? Oh, he shoots fireballs, so we have to be very careful. Or we can shoot to the side and have him run into the arrows. Ah, whoops. Oh, I wasn't fast enough. Nope. Still not doing it right. There we go. That opens that door. Get some of our arrows back and some health. Very nice. And we get this room with all sorts of things going on. This is not a pleasant room. And then everything switches. The red ones are a little different, because if we hit them, they'll turn into 2 little ones. And they do the exact same thing. If they're being electric, they will electrify Link. Map. So if we look at the map, you can see that, there's quite a bit to this dungeon going on here. Not exactly a great time, but we got some bombable walls here, so let's go ahead and bomb those. Ah, convenient, it killed them. And we get a treasure, which has a key. This is the Dungeon of Keys. That's the only other thing. Oh, it respawned the guy. Okay. This is very much a Dungeon of Keys. There's just going to be keys all over the place, because there's so many locked doors. But yeah, we're not going to bother fighting the... Oh. Oh, okay. I thought that was more of the dungeon. Okay. I guess I kind of went the wrong way. Maybe I needed that key. I'm not sure. But one thing we can do is use the mirror to go back to the beginning. Let's go up this way. Oh, I see. We need to get the key to... Okay. Turtles! Now, these things are scary for the moment because we can't do anything to them. They just bounce right off. So, what we want to do is... I think we want to go this way, actually. Ah, that was a good reason to have the big shield. Nice little tink there. Drop a bomb there. Fall in a hole. And because there was texture underneath it, it took us down here. Now, what's down here? Well, we can... Oh, we need another key. We don't have another key! Oh, that was dumb of me. You know what? Let's go ahead and... Rarg. Okay. Let's come down this way. There's probably another key down here. Take care of him. If you attack them from the front with your sword, it'll just tink off. So using a pot on those little hammer guys is usually better. This should give us another key. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I had forgotten. It's actually been a while since I've like sat down and done all of these dungeons all the way through. So, now I believe this statue moves. No, not this one. Okay. Must be the other one on the other side of the room that moves. This one? Nope. I have to find the switch underneath one of these skulls. How ominous that their pots are actually skulls. I accidentally step on the switch. We don't really need to. We'll head over this way. Yeah, I think this is the one that you can push and it becomes a... Yeah, okay. So now we come back into this room. Have to switch back to the bombs. Wait for the turtles to go by. Skip, 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 run, run, run. Drop another bomb. Alright, now we can go through this door. Oh, weird. Stair sound effect got disappeared. And that gives us access to this chest, which is the big key. Alright. Definitely very important. And unfortunately, all we have left to do is drop down here. Fortunately, we do need to do that because there's another key. Now we got more Skelebones running around. We could probably kill them, but it won't be necessary. We'll just go through this warp real quick. And you'll notice that we end up back in this room. And if we come up here, we'll be back up here, and we can... Yeah, see, using the sword doesn't really quite work, so... Wow, that was 8 bombs. Not that I could take them all, I only have a max of 10. You can increase your maximum bombs and arrows, but I don't know if I'll necessarily do that. You really don't need that many bombs to get through this game, so... We're going to come up this way, I think. Drop that block down there. It doesn't really do anything on this dungeon, but we do have a treasure chest. And that gives us another key. Now, over there is just kind of a big old pit of despair. That big blue thing is a bumper, and if you bump into it, yeah, well, it'll bump you back instead, so... We're going to go ahead and go up here, because we have a key for it. Now, this place is a little crazy, because as we come across this bridge, it will start to crumble. We have to be very careful, because these guys are difficult. Oh, nope, I died. And, of course, it's going to take us back to the beginning, which means we need to come out. And when we walk back in, oh, look, the bridge is back. Video game logic. Well, we've got a pot this time, so he won't be a problem. But more importantly, we need to come over here. And this is a dark room. With a maze. Oh, and it's more of these fire guys. Oh, that's not good. You can hear them already throwing their fire around. What's this? Bombs. You're going to need bombs here in a minute, so they place them there just to be, sure. As far as I'm aware, though, there are no torches to light up, so we are pretty much stuck here in the dark. You'd think the fire might, at least light a few things up, but sadly not. Ooh, he nearly got the jump on me. We're wandering through this maze, though. Oh, let's get that chest. I think this is just another key, or is it the compass? It's a key. Okay. However, if we come up here, there's a crack in the wall. Oh, we already have bombs. Place one there. And this will give us access to the big key. You got the magic hammer. You can drive the wooden stakes down in the ground. You can use it to pound on other things, too. Yes, that is very true. We will definitely be using the hammer to pound on a lot of stuff. And you can hear the bridge slowly deteriorating there, from there. But I'll go ahead and call this episode here. I know we're halfway through a dungeon, but we should be able to pick up and get through the rest of it relatively quickly. So wait for that, and until then, take care.